LAcity.gov/news. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, has announced the deadline to apply for assistance for recovery from the LA wildfires is March 10, 2025. Anyone affected by the LA area wildfires can apply for assistance by calling FEMA's helpline at 800-621-3362, using the mobile app, or applying online at disasterassistance.gov. Creating an online account allows for updating personal information, reviewing a disaster assistance application, and communicating with FEMA. In-person assistance is available at 2 FEMA disaster recovery centers 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., including at UCLA Research Park in the city of Los Angeles. For more information, visit disasterassistance.gov. Bipartisan relief funds of $2.5 billion have been expedited by California Governor Gavin Newsom for the recovery efforts in the aftermath of the LA wildfires. The governor joined Mayor Bass and Pasadena officials at the signing of 2 bills, which will support emergency protective measures, debris removal, and post-fire hazard assessments. Local governments will get $4 million to speed up the rebuilding process, with additional resources for planning, inspections, and building approvals. A further $1 million will support rebuilding fire-damaged school facilities. Following the fires, Newsom has issued executive orders that aid recovery and provide protections from price gouging and real estate speculation. For more information, visit gov.ca.gov/newsroom.
When it comes to emptying the shelters and finding homes for pets, the Los Angeles Dodgers are more than happy to pitch in and help out at LA Animal Services.
Today we're at the East Valley Animal Services Center in Van Nuys, and the Los Angeles Dodgers and Bank of America partner every year. It's an opportunity for our staff and volunteers from both organizations to get out in the community along with our players to prepare for the new season and to show our community just how much we love them, that they are as much a part of us as we are of them. Today we want to make it special for you. So we are going to give everyone an opportunity to see our 2024 World Series trophy. Have a good lunch. Landon's here to say hi to everyone.
Obviously, as much as animals kind of mean the world to us, I absolutely love my dog, and I can't imagine kind of getting separated or anything like that. And it's great to see the people kind of out here being able to help and reunite some people with theirs, and being able to help some of these puppies get adopted as well to new families. It's a great feeling to be able to come see people get together with these.
This event is important because we have seen with the devastating wildfires, many pets were separated from their families. Some of them were left with nowhere to turn. And the care that they're providing here is life-saving. They're giving the pets more than water and food and shelter. They're giving them a second chance. So we know that the families that one day are gonna bring these pets home are really thankful for the care. And we're hoping that our visit here gives visibility to the shelter and that the public knows there's a lot of pets here waiting to be taken home.
So today the volunteers are helping with one of the most crucial tasks at our shelter, and that's cleaning the kennels and then the beds in the kennels. It takes a long time to clean each individual kennel, so having a group of dedicated volunteers really makes that process go smoother and quicker and gives the dogs a clean place to rest their heads after a long day of running around.
It's great to have extra help from Bank of America and the Dodgers. It's always nice to have an extra hand around here. Certain days of the week are less busy, usually the weekdays, so it's nice to have so many helping hands around here and the support of companies like them.
We can all do something to help our neighbor. Animal shelter is a great way. If you love pets, this is a great place to come and volunteer your time. I would recommend people figure out what it is you care about and find an organization doing work in that space and give back.
It's a new year, the Lunar New Year of the Snake. At the Port of LA, the Lunar New Year Festival moved indoors and was all about going forward.
Today we're in San Pedro. We're at Altasea at the Port of Los Angeles in Berth 60, and we are celebrating the Lunar New Year Festival. Well, my district, the 1-5, includes the Port of Los Angeles, and the Port of Los Angeles is really a door to the rest of the world, especially the Pacific Rim, and so many great cultures and countries that celebrate Lunar New Year, which is the year of the snake, which is all about renewal. And this is a great opportunity to welcome in families, to have some fun, to learn something, and to enjoy this great entertainment.
It's our 11th annual Lunar New Year celebration, and it's so important to us. Our community has a mixture of folks from Asia, South America, Europe. We are a true melting pot here in the harbor area, and having lived in Asia for 11 years, including 4 years in China, this is always a special time of year for me. And we just love seeing all the children come out with their parents and grandparents having so much fun. We had some great games today, and we also celebrated the new launch of the Just Say Hello campaign.
In partnership with the Port of Los Angeles and Councilmember Tim McCosker, we launched the Just Say Hello campaign. It is the second portion of our LA is for Everyone campaign. The Just Say Hello campaign really encourages people from a variety of backgrounds to start and feel comfortable speaking to their neighbors, their friends, and even people they don't know. So we encourage people to just say hello. If it's someone who doesn't look like you, what are you gonna do? Just say hello and continue to break barriers and build bridges for a better Los Angeles.
Here I'm holding the one in Chinese. Ni hao and Xin Nian Kuai Le. Happy New Year to everyone.
The turnout has just been amazing. We're really excited about all of the different trading partners and just influencing partners from all the Asian countries that we work so closely with here at the Port of Los Angeles. So this is the year of the wood snake. And the unique thing about snakes is, you know, they shed their skin, and all the devastation that our city is suffering through right now. Having a renewal year, this is going to be sort of like the phoenix rising back out from the ashes.
This is an opportunity for us to recommit together across all cultures, across all neighborhoods, and say that we are recommitted to rebuilding ourselves.
From the Port of Los Angeles to the San Fernando Valley, we join the Vietnamese community for their Lunar New Year celebration.
Tonight we are here celebrating Tet, the Vietnamese Lunar New Year, here with the San Fernando Vietnamese Association.
Our community, Vietnamese community, and the DCA, the councilman, they come over to the Vietnamese Center to celebrate the Lunar New Year for 2025.
Every year we celebrate Lunar New Year, so this is very important for my community, especially in San Fernando Valley.
We have the big community for Vietnamese in San Fernando Valley. We have more than 64,000 Vietnamese live around here.
This has been going on for over 10 years, and we recently paused it due to COVID, but this is the third year after COVID that we've reinitiated the celebration.
We try to make the community stronger every year.
We want to keep the culture for the young people. We want to keep something good for the new generation.
The Year of the Snake 2025, the snake signifies the resiliency of the people and also the rebuilding. So recently we have the fire, so hopefully, we will help the people rebuild and we will persevere.
Tet will help serve as a new beginning for us as a city to continue rebuilding.
Have a happy new year for 2025. Hopefully it's a good year, and I wish everybody have a good luck in life and in good health. And in Vietnamese, we say, Chúc mừng năm mới 2025.
We have 11 other Lunar New Year events going on throughout the city. I hope that you can join us. Please look at our website at culture.lacity.gov for more events.
In In this week's feature story, providing support to those on the front line of a fire, the LAFD Foundation provides crucial additional resources to the Los Angeles Fire Department members in the field.
So right now, our members are being deployed to another fire that's in the Castaic area, and we're trying to get them some equipment from the Fire Foundation. Got some goggles, Pelican headlights, face shields. Get this equipment to them before they go to the fire. I can't talk enough about the Fire Foundation. Their sole mission is to assist us with whatever our needs are, whether it's bringing out food, whether it's bringing out equipment. So they're there for us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we appreciate that from the fire service. Robbie.
Hey, they got deployed.
Okay.
They're going to like
Well, I say we go to 69s and pass them out to those boys.
Roger, 69.
These are the only members that have been on the incident since the start.
The Fire Foundation is an organization that receives donations from the outside public and then goes and purchases things that will help benefit the firefighters' safety, the tools and equipment. It's a great organization. It's been a blessing for us here at Fire Station 69.
Thanks for the support. Yeah, you guys are awesome. This is huge. Having that stuff is huge, and for us, just the support from a lot of people, and the Fire Foundation included, it's huge.
Thank you. Thank you very much. First of all, I can say LAFD Fire Foundation, we all have a lot of respect for. They've been providing services to firefighters and our fire stations for a long time. It's only gotten greater and greater and greater. The relationships that are being made between us and the Fire Foundation has been crucial in helping, at least I'll speak for Fire Station 69, especially over these last couple of weeks. I keep on hearing over and over again about what the Fire Foundation is doing, so it's been a great support this entire time.
We are supported by the Fire Foundation. It gives you a sense of comfort knowing that if you need something immediately, it's going to happen. Getting the tools and the equipment, the nourishment, the hydration, getting to the members in the front line immediately. Very proud to work with the LA City Fire Foundation. Please go on to their website. It's supportlafd.org. Good job out there.
Oh, thank you.
I watched you, man. You did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Proud of you. You should be proud of your guys, too.
In this week's Things to Do, see the Crushes Art Show and Zine Fest, explore the exhibit A Woman in Charge, and gather in community to send a love letter to LA. All this up next on Things to Do.
Get ready for Valentine's Day and show your love of art and the art of zine on Saturday, February 8th. Join the City of LA's Department of Cultural Affairs at the Center for the Arts, Eagle Rock, as they present this art show and zine fest. Enjoy the Valentine's-themed art and support the local artists. There will also be a Polaroid photo booth to enjoy, along with snacks, drinks, and more. Head to the Center for the Arts, Eagle Rock for Crushes Art Show and Zine Fest on Saturday, February 8th from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. For more information, visit the Center for the Arts, Eagle Rock online at cfaer.org. Join the Watts Towers Arts Center and the LA City Department of Cultural Affairs and learn more about LA resident artist Robin Strayhorn. Strayhorn is currently exhibiting at the Noah Purifoy Gallery at Watts Towers with her one-woman show, A Woman in Charge. The exhibition highlights her work in a variety of media over the last 40 years, with recent works inspired by Strayhorn's time spent in India. On Sunday, February 9th, Strayhorn will give a talk at the gallery, which will be followed by a reception. Catch A Woman in Charge at the Watts Towers Noah Purifoy Iroquois Gallery on Sunday, February 9th at 1 p.m. For more information, visit wattstowers.org. On Saturday, February 8th, head to the birthplace of LA, El Pueblo, for a love letter to LA. This is a community celebration of solidarity and resilience in the wake of the LA wildfires. It will be a day of art making, wellness activities with food, live music, and there will also be essential relief resources on hand. Spread the love and share this invitation to a community event for anyone impacted by the recent fires. The organizers want everyone to connect, enjoy community, feel supported, and send a heartfelt love letter to Los Angeles. Head to El Pueblo for a love letter to LA taking place on Saturday, February 8th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. For more information, visit lapca.org. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's all for this week. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. Remember that you can watch us online anytime at lacityview.org, and we're also on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.
All right, if folks could take their seat, we're going to get started. So we're going to get this meeting started. If folks could take their seats, please. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the special meeting of your Los Angeles City Council. We are wonderfully in the San Fernando Valley today. We are back in the Valley. It's so wonderful that we're able to bring back this tradition of having meetings here in the Valley in Councilwoman Padilla's district. Today is Friday, January 31st. Let's get started by calling the roll.
Yes, Mr. President. Blumenfield, Harris-Dawson, Hernandez, Hutt, Jurado, Lee, McOsker, Nazarian, Padilla, Park, Price, Rahman, Rodriguez, Soto Martinez, Yaroslavsky, 13 members and a quorum, Mr. President.
Great. First order of business.
Approval of the minutes of January 29, 2025.
Okay. Council member Hernandez moves. Council member Hutt seconds. Next.
Combinatory resolutions for approval.
Councilwoman Yaroslavsky moves. Council member Soto Martinez seconds. Next. Let's run through the agenda.
Items 1 and 2 are items for which public hearings have been held. Items 3 through 15 are items for which public hearing has not been held. 10 votes are required for consideration.
Okay. Without objection, those items are now before us. Colleagues, any items that anyone wishes to call special? Looking to my left, my right for any special. Councilwoman Rodriguez.
I've got an amendment for item 13.
Okay. Amendment for item 13. Is that posted, or do we need to read that in this room? Okay. Item 13. Any other colleagues? Hold 15? Oh. Okay, we're gonna hold 15 on the desk for amendment. Mr. Marquis Harris-Dawson has. Mr. Harada, Councilwoman Harada.
Yes, Councilmember Blumenfeld. I have an amendment for item 8. I believe it has been or will be distributed shortly.
Okay, so we'll hold 8 for that amendment. Colleagues, any additional items? Seeing none. Mr. Clerk, what's available to vote on?
Mr. President, the council may now vote on items 1 and 2.
Okay. Seeing no speakers on the queue, let's open the roll on items 1 and 2. Open the roll. Close the roll and tally the votes.
12 ayes.
Wonderful. Those items are agreed to. What's next?
The council may now proceed to presentations.
Okay. Let us start with our first presentation. I believe Councilwoman Padilla. We are in your district, and you have a wonderful presentation honoring Salvadoran American leaders. The podium is yours.
Okay. Are we all ready? Camera ready? Alrighty. Okay, council colleagues, does everybody get situated? All right, I think we're ready. ¿Listos?
Yeah, we're ready.
¿Listos? Okay. Alrighty, so good morning, everyone. Buenos días a todos y todas. It is my great honor to welcome all of you today to today's presentation in celebration of Salvadorian American Heritage Day here in the city of Los Angeles, and more specifically, the San Fernando Valley. It is also a special occasion because we recognize the 19th anniversary of the Los Angeles-San Salvador sister city relationship, a bond that has strengthened cultural exchange and collaboration between our two great cities. Los Angeles is home to the largest concentration of Salvadorian Americans outside of El Salvador, and their contributions to our city's cultural, economic, and civil life are immeasurable. Today, we take a moment to honor the leaders, advocates, and professionals who continue to uplift and empower the Salvadorian community here in Los Angeles. The Salvadorian community also continues to grow and thrive here in the San Fernando Valley, where thousands of Salvadorian families have made this place their home, including and specifically here in the 6th District. From small businesses, owners and educators to healthcare workers and community advocates, Salvadorian Angelinos play a vital role in shaping the economic and social fabric of our backyards. I also recognize that the many Salvadorian leaders joining us for this special occasion, individuals who continue to uplift and empower their community through their dedication and service, and just putting them on the map generally. Today, we will hear from these distinguished Salvadorian American leaders who have dedicated their careers to public service. So it is my privilege to introduce them and highlight their invaluable work. First and foremost, we're gonna welcome Carlos Vaquerano, the CEO of Clínica Romero, who I know many of you guys know, a pillar in our community that has provided healthcare services to thousands of Angelinos, regardless of their ability to pay. His leadership in advocating for the health and well-being of immigrant communities is truly inspiring. Please join me in welcoming El Carlos. Come on.
Nosotros decimos la Imelda. Good morning, Council Member Bob Blumenfield, my good friend, City Council, all of you, thank you for welcoming us and for your continued support. This country is a country of immigrants, and as we celebrate the contribution of an immigrant group, the Salvadoran Americans, we confront one of the darkest moments in the history of this nation against our immigrant families and their children, threatening the basic civil and human rights of all of us, including the right to health care and job security and prosperity of millions. But I am sure that if we unite and work together, we will build and rise and build a better country that respects decency and democracy. 19 years ago, Los Angeles celebrated the relationship between the two cities with Mayor Hand and our mayor, Mayor Rivas of San Salvador. And today we're celebrating 18 years of friendship, relationships. Throughout those years, I have friends in this council chamber that have accompanied us to El Salvador to monitor elections, to secure and support democracy in El Salvador, but also to provide humanitarian support to our communities, especially poor communities. And I want to thank Councilmember Bob Blumenfield, Councilmember Karen Price, and others that are not here today. But thank you for your continued support. Before I continue, I want to thank my good friend, Councilmember Inebla Padilla, for your support. Thank you, Councilmember, and for hosting today's celebration. I'm sure that we will continue working together. We have 2 clinics in your district, so we're looking forward to continue our partnership. Also, members of the Board of Directors of the Los Angeles and Salvador Sister City Committee, some of them who are here. Jocelyn Duarte, Executive Director of SALE, the Salvadorian American Leadership, and my team, Clínica Monseñor Romero, who are here today with me as well, and all the employees of here at City Hall who work for the city, for their leadership and hard work in advancing Salvadorian American political representation in the city. Un aplauso para todos, por favor. Salvadoran Americans are the 2nd largest Latino demographic in Los Angeles, the 3rd largest group in the US, and we are part of the workforce, business sectors, and education. Historically, last year, the White House held the first ever Salvadorian American Summit, recognizing the community national impact, the contributions of Salvadorian Americans across the country. For all these years, some of us have been building businesses, community organizations like Carecen, Clínica Romero, Salef, and many others who have been fighting for immigrant rights, providing basic services to our community, regardless of their immigrant status or economic status. And we continue to fight for the rights, and we're proud of the work that all of us do, and we want to thank and congratulate all the Salvadoran employees at City Hall who are being honored today. Now I'd like to call my friend who's been with us, I've been working for the city, Claudia Monterosa, who will say a few words.
Muchas gracias, Carlos. Good morning and buenos días. It is an absolute honor and privilege to stand here in front of you to celebrate this important day for the Los Angeles Salvadoran community. On behalf of the Los Angeles and San Salvador City communities, sister communities, Clínica Monseñor Oscar Romero, and the Salvadoran American Leadership and Educational Fund, SALEF, we thank you, Councilwoman Imelda Padilla, for bestowing this honor, as well as the City of Los Angeles City Council, for the celebration and recognition of this Salvadorian American Heritage Day, officially designated on December 1st, 2023. This day celebrates and recognizes and lifts up the Salvadoran community's direct contributions and impacts to the city of Los Angeles. These contributions are exhibited by our hard work, diligence, our wonderful culture, our food. Who hasn't had a pupusa? Our music, our art, and the hundreds of ways that we help make this city thrive. I would not be standing here without the sacrifices of my Salvadorian parents made, especially my mother, who is no longer here with us, and without my mother, who immigrated to Los Angeles in 1964, although a shy and very reserved woman. She was the strongest person that I knew, and she embedded in me the values that make me the person and the woman that I am today. My mother worked in the garment industry her whole life and never earned more than the minimum wage. Yet she instilled the value of education, work ethic, and encouraged me to reach my dreams and to rise to the highest levels. And that is what I have done, and my siblings as well. And those dreams have been cemented by those core values. And I have had the privilege to be a public servant, to work and dedicate my life to the city of Los Angeles for over almost 19 years. And because of that, it has also been an honor of my lifetime to have served under the Biden administration as only one of the few Salvadorian Americans to hold a leadership position, overseeing an enormous amount of grant funding, including disaster recovery, which will be pivotal now that we are facing the emergencies and the disaster recovery that we're going to be engaging in for the very next many, many, many years. So then I also want to be able, and I wouldn't be able to be here without the support of my wife, my family, and my beautiful friends that have been here with me throughout this journey. And I also want to be able to give a special recognition to my fellow Salvadorian American colleagues, many of which are here, that are contributing to the city of Los Angeles, making it livable, sustainable, working on policy, working on legislation, working on programs and implementation, and delivering services, critical services throughout the city of Los Angeles. I want to thank you. And I want to thank everybody here that for also allowing me to speak on behalf of this amazing, wonderful community that is hardworking, dedicated, and continues to contribute to the economy. And while we are facing this uncertain time, that we are standing here together in the city. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Claudia. Next, we want to bring to speak Jocelyn Duarte, the Executive Director of SALEF. Under her leadership, SALEF has worked tirelessly to advance educational access, civic engagement, and immigrant rights for Salvadorian Americans in Los Angeles. Please welcome Jocelyn.
Thank you, Councilwoman Padilla, and actually, thank you to the entire City Council for recognizing Salvadoran American Heritage Day. During these critical times when immigrant communities are under attack, it is important more than ever for us to celebrate our diversity. Salvadorans were forced to leave their war-torn country over 4 decades ago. Today, we are acknowledging through this recognition the accomplishment of the 1.5 generation, the 2.0 generation. All the Salvadoran Americans recognized today, which is about 20 of them, all have been here not only partaking in building the American dream, but building the immigrant dream. They have worked serving through public service, from Congress to City Hall. They have developed policies. They have worked to make our city the place it is today. So again, we thank you, Councilmember Padilla, and we thank everybody here for your tireless work that you carry on every day, and so we're so thankful in this day is to celebrate your work.
So council members, originally we were going to have somebody by the name of Florentino Salazar, who sits on the board of SALEF, speak, but he wasn't able to make it because he is the main attorney focusing on behalf of SoCal Gas on the wildfires. So, but in the spirit of him being a proud Poly parent, I do want to recognize that his English teacher is here, Ms. Martin is here, who is here also because she, with another Salvadorian alumnus, wrote a book. So kudos to Ms. Martin for being supportive to youth in that way, and also to Hardy, who she wrote a wonderful book with, who I believe is what it would be like to write an ostrich, a book like a children's book. So, but we also have time for one more speaker. So maybe, David, do you want to say a few words? Come on up. David Giron, part of the city family and council.
Thank you, Councilmember Padilla. This is a surprise. Good morning, everyone. My name is David Giron. I work for Council President Pro Tem Bob Blumenfield. And right now, 2 things come to mind. La primera vez que yo vine al Consejo de Los Ángeles, no habían otros salvadoreños que estaban in the floor. So what I said, when I came to City Hall, when I was an intern for then Greg Smith, Councilmember Greg Smith, I didn't know any Salvadorans that worked on the council floor. I believe I was the only one at the time. And in fact, that was such the case that when I first met Carlos Vaquerano, it was right here when my then boss, Mitch O'Farrell, said, "Hey, I have a Salvadoran too." And he pointed to me, and Carlos ran over there to say, "Hey, how are you? My name's Carlos, good to meet you." And he recruited me right away, actually. Le doy gracias a mi mamá y mi papá, mi mamá que caminó acá del Salvador hace tantos años. I just want to thank my mom, who, thanks to her, I have everything that I am, and I have everything that I have. She walked here to avoid a awful war, over 2,000 miles, and she gave me the strength and the knowledge to be with all of my wonderful colleagues today. And thank you so much, Councilmember. I did not expect to speak. Y que viva El Salvador. Muchas gracias.
We have some members on the queue.
Okay, well, go ahead. Yes, members on the queue. Go ahead.
Okay.
Please go forward.
Okay, we'll start with Councilwoman Rodriguez.
Thank you, Ms. Padilla, for bringing in this wonderful presentation. And as I look around this room and the incredible outpouring of so many friends, I previously had designated David Giron as Super Salvi from Los Angeles, but there are so many here and so many friends that I actually wonder who's running the city right now, if you're all here in this room. But what an important way for us to continue to show up at a time when our communities are under assault. It actually just brings me incredible hope, because we are what makes this country run. And we have, each of us in our respective stories, and this is true across every immigrant community. We come to this country to help fulfill greater dreams and potential than what we were able to achieve in our own native lands. But this country is stronger because of the contributions that each one of us makes. And I'm so incredibly proud to see so many folks that span so many incredible professional lines of work, from local government to home health care workers, to ensuring that the advocacy and strength of the community continues to accelerate, that there's reinvestment for the academic and political success and representation, that everyone has a voice and that they're not suppressed. And for that, I'm incredibly grateful to each and every one of you. And I'm so proud to see so many friends among the group that are here today, especially the strength of the Latinas that are in this space, because it's unstoppable. And I'm looking at Billie Jean on my staff, and I'm looking at, some of the incredible individuals that are in fact the heartbeat of what keeps us running. Thank you all. I love so many of you and each and every one of you. Thank you for being here, and let's continue to show up for each other and for our community, as sadly, we are only about 3 weeks in. We got a long way to go. I'm counting each day. I'm sure you are as well. But I'm grateful for each and every one of you, because la lucha sigue.
Thank you. Next, we have Councilmember Soto Martinez, followed by Councilmember Price.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Blumenfield. I just want to thank Councilwoman Padilla for putting this together, and for all the folks that came here to speak today. Carlos, Jocelyn, been incredible partners in District 13. And, I really want to just say I was very moved by many of the comments that were made today, because we are living in a very difficult time right now. And we have to point out the hypocrisy of this federal administration. Because the reason the Salvadoreño diaspora lives here in Los Angeles is because of the same policies that came out of here, the United States. It was them meddling in the politics of El Salvador, their own sovereignty, their own democracy. And folks came here, but they have thrived and they have persevered and have made this city their own. It wasn't, nobody wants to leave their country because they want to leave their family. They do it because out of need. And that part of the Salvadoran community resonates throughout the entire city of Los Angeles. I first experienced it living in South Central with muchos Salvadoreños. As an organizer with Unite Here Local 11, some of our fiercest union leaders, many of them who are here today, are Salvadoreños, because they bring that fighting spirit that they learned in their own country, and the human cost that it had to come to this country, because it's not an easy journey. And I'm very proud to say that David, we now have 3 Salvadoreños in City 13. Please raise your hand and be recognized. I see Julia, Carla, and Karen is somewhere around here. Because that fighting spirit, that energy, ese ánimo, they bring it to our council district every single day. When a constituent comes in need because they're being evicted, because they need constituent services, or we're trying to pass policy, they bring that energy to their work every single day. And that can only be found in a community that has had so much hardship, but nevertheless has persevered and has been part of this country. So I want to thank you all for your leadership, for bringing everything into the city, making this city so much better. And as you know, siempre va a ser un aliado con ustedes, como dicen, al pie del cañón, ¿verdad? So thank you so much for being here. Gracias.
Councilmember Price, followed by Councilmember Jurado.
Thank you, Mr. President. Councilwoman Padilla, thank you for honoring us with this tremendous celebration of friends from El Salvador. This is truly an inspirational moment. I had the opportunity to travel to El Salvador with Jocelyn, and it was a real, and Carlos a couple of years ago, and it was a real life-changing experience, and I just really appreciated it. But Salvadorians play a significant role in our city, and certainly in CD9. Proud that we recognize Christian, my district director. Raise your hand, Christian. Christian, raise your hand. Yeah, Christian's here from Team Price. Mike Castillo and Mom are here. Mike? Yeah. And Angelina's not here, but our comps director. And so We just really appreciate the unique contribution that the El Salvadorians have played and continue to play, not just in CD9, not just in our city, but in our world. And we appreciate the camaraderie and the fact that we have to work together and that we can be one. So thank you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Councilmember Jurado, followed by Councilmember Hernandez.
I want to thank Councilmember Padilla for putting this all together. I really appreciate it. I've been inspired by Archbishop Monsignor Oscar Romero ever since I was a little girl, learning about him when I was in Catholic school. And one of his, a fighter for social justice, and one of my favorite quotes from him is that peace is a generous, tranquil contribution of all to the good of all. Peace is dynamism, peace is generosity, it is right, and it is duty. And all of you in your public service and what you've been doing every single day, also Clinica Romero, Carlos Vaquero, and all the work that you've been doing with your largest clinic in Boyle Heights, you are living the faith and service that Oscar Romero has talked about and inspires me every single day. So thank you for your service. I know El Salvadorians are resilient, innovative, and imaginative, and I myself am a daughter of immigrants that had to leave a war-torn, authoritarian country and lack of economic opportunity, and that unites us here in LA. I think all of our city council members stand in unity to let you know, with Councilmember Padilla, that we stand with you during these times that are ahead of us. And, I want to say thank you so much. And I also want to give a shout out to our staffer, Jose Romero, who's on staff, wasn't able to join us today, who's holding it down with our constituent services in CD14. So thank you so much for being here, and we celebrate you.
Councilwoman Hernandez, followed by Councilmember Hutt.
Thank you, Councilmember Blumenfield. Thank you so much, Councilmember Padilla, for bringing this presentation forward, for uplifting the sister city relationship that we have with El Salvador. Jocelyn, Carlos, many of you, thank you for your leadership. And let's just take a step back. I think all of us in our comments are trying to say that you're with us. We're competing for you, right? That's what the energy is. But that's because of the phenomenal work that you've done across the city. And that the city workers and our mamas and everybody else here, our tios who have been working, are a part of the entire ecosystem of the city. And I think if you ask here, like, where the best pupusas are, everybody's gonna raise their hand that it's in their district. And so that also goes for culture, too. So I really wanna thank you for this presentation. I wanna uplift someone very special to me, my colleague Louis Leyva here, who is one of our representative of our district, represents the Pico Union area, and just has been doing a phenomenal job in bringing the community up, uplifting the culture, connecting the community to the government so that they know what to lean on us for. I am just so grateful that you're on our team. Thank you again, Councilwoman Padilla, for bringing this. Thank you to the community. We are with you. We are here with you to fight with you, para luchar con ustedes. You are me and I am you, and that's what we're fighting for. We can't afford to leave anybody behind. So just know that you can count on us. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all.
Councilmember Hutt, followed by Councilmember Lee.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. In the future, please don't put me behind Councilmember Hernandez. It will pale in comparison. I want to thank you, Councilmember Padilla, for reminding us how beautiful and rich the various cultures are in the city of Los Angeles. In CD10, we too are part of this wonderful culture with contributions and love. And this is what it reminds me of: Jocelyn showing up, being the prettiest girl in the room all the time. All the time. I'm always checking for it. And Eva being a young girl, starting in government. I've known you for like 10 years or more. And what we see here is this rich tapestry that I talk about all the time of what LA is. And I want to appreciate you. I want to appreciate David for telling the real story of walking 2,000 miles to get to a better place so his mother could raise a family in a better space. And that's what LA is all about. And that's what we're going to continue to commit to be about. So thank you for the reminder. Thank you for everybody that came from the corridor for 45 minutes to an hour to come to the Valley to be celebrated. But that's just how important it is. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And the best pupusas are in CD10. Y'all know that. You know that already.
Councilmember Lee.
Thank you, Mr. President. You know, as the son of two immigrants, I think it's an important time, Councilmember Padilla. I just want to thank you to highlight the incredible accomplishments of the immigrant community throughout the city of Los Angeles. We always say here in the city of Los Angeles that our diversity is our strength. And starting with, you know, David Giron, starting as an intern in our office many, many years ago in CD12, to at one point when I took office, 20% of my staff was of El Salvadorian American. Now, I just want to say, a big thank you to the Salvadoran staff, American staff on my staff. Lorena Espinal, my transportation deputy, Mark Martinez, my deputy district director, my comms director, Roger Quintanilla. Not only are you making the city stronger, but especially my office, I see the contributions every day from not only El Salvadorians, but immigrants from around the world that really make up this great city. And I think it's important, and I think you hear the sentiments of everyone around this horseshoe, how important it is for us to make sure that we are not only highlighting the accomplishments, but really trying to do what we can do to help. My office is always been happy. We partner with the Dream Center at Cal State Northridge to make sure that no DACA student at Cal State Northridge, if you cannot afford your DACA application every 2 years, we will find someone to pay for that to make sure that you focus on your studies and not about filing paperwork when you are here, born in this country, fighting for this country, you know, paying taxes in this country, and just Councilman Dia, thank you so much for your, bringing this and highlighting this incredible community.
Thank you.
Thank you. I want to add my voice to this chorus. It really is a wonderful event to do this, to honor the Salvadoran community and heritage. And Councilwoman Padilla, thank you so much for bringing and uplifting this today. Like all of my colleagues here, I have many Salvadoran folks who are on my staff. You heard from David. I see Bernard Hernandez in the back. My district director, Jenny Portillo, is over here. Great group of folks. And the district, we mentioned Salvadorans are everywhere, and I probably either the second or the third largest percentage is in my district. Canoga Park has a very large Salvadoran community, and we have, fortunately, recently we got the Clínica Romero there, which is wonderful. I've had the pleasure of working with the Salvadoran community for decades. I used to work with Howard Berman, who's the author of TPS, years ago, and that's actually how I got to know Carlos many decades ago. In fact, it's hard to believe, Carlos, it's been 20 years since you and I went to El Salvador together. Even more than that, yeah. We went after the earthquake to bring aid there and to help with the democracy building there. And so the connection has been really strong for all those years. And the Salvadoran community is such a part of the Los Angeles community. You cannot say Los Angeles without saying this El Salvador, because the two are inextricably linked. So thank you again for bringing this wonderful presentation, and I want to turn the floor back to you, Councilwoman Padilla.
Awesome, thank you. Thank you all for speaking. It really means a lot. But before we conclude this, I do want to do a few shout outs. And I know more folks have been trickling in, and I have my back to you, so I'm sorry if I missed you, but I have been able to identify some folks. And also thank you for the council members for helping me shout out the ones that are part of the city family and on your staffs. But I want to give a shout out specifically to Bravo Foods. For those of you who don't know, you want to buy some Salvadorian products locally, that's the one. So a round of applause to them for being here today. Thank you. And also a shout out to SEIU home care workers are in the house today. Round of applause to them. Thank you for being here. And just some of the ones that are, a lot of you who are local know exactly who I'm talking about. We have today with us Mario Matute, activist in healthcare. Thank you for being here. Also, we have Julian Ramirez, one of my community leaders in Arleta. Yeah. I believe we also we're going to have Levi and Hector Ponce, father and son muralists that have beautified our places like Van Nuys Boulevard and different districts. And some of the young Dems that are here, Joanna Reyes, Jenny Portillo was already mentioned, but also Brian Gavidian. Thank you all for being here. And remember them because they're the future. Okay, many more in the crowd. But I also want to conclude with shouting out my team and my Salvadorian team members. Rebecca, Chris, Marcela, and Odalis. Thank you all so much for being part of my team, bringing your work ethic, dedication, and special sazon to the team. I love you guys are very important to me. I really appreciate you. I'm so glad that we're growing together as a young office. So with that, I want to give this on behalf of the City of Los Angeles a recognition to our sister city of San Salvador and the San Salvador Sister City Committee. Here you go, Carlos, on behalf of the City of Los Angeles. Very good, of course. And then we have a...
Thank you, Councilwoman. And for those who don't have any Salvadorian, please consider bringing it to the team.
Do we have a representative from Bravo Foods here too? Come on over. This is for you also on behalf of the City of Los Angeles. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Okay. Oh, there you are. Welcome. Let's take a picture of it. You coming from? And you can join us later after this for some pupusas and other Salvadorian food. Thank you again.
All right, big round of applause. All right, as they're making their way out of the podium, I would invite Councilmember Soto Martinez to the podium for a special presentation regarding free tax preparation services. So if I could ask folks to quietly leave the podium area and allow Mr. Soto Martinez to make his way to the podium. Tough act to follow, but the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Council President. Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. Today's presentation is about trying to highlight a very important program here in the City of Los Angeles, which is the Earned Income Tax Credit. As we're calling it today, the Awareness Day on that very issue. Now, a lot of folks probably know this, but the Earned Income Tax Credit and Child Tax Credit are federal tax credits designed to provide financial relief for working families. It was introduced in 1975, and the Earned Income Tax Credit has been one of the most effective tools in the United States to lift millions of families out of poverty. Because of that, today I'm very proud to join Councilwoman Padilla in introducing a resolution recognizing today Earned Income Tax Credit Awareness Day. Unfortunately, too many working people don't know about their Earned Income Tax Credit, and as a result, billions of dollars go unclaimed every single year. This is money that is owed to them. It's in the IRS's funds. All we need to do is get it into people's pockets. That's why for the last 9 years, our incredible Community Investment for Family Department has been running free tax preparation services. That's right, I said free tax preparation services, something everyone in the City of Los Angeles under $67,000 yearly income can go and get that at our 19 family source centers. Last year alone, 17,000 Angelinos took advantage of the service at our 45 locations citywide, with an average tax return of $2,500. For families that are living paycheck to paycheck or struggling to put food on the table, that money that is theirs in many ways can be very life-altering and give them a much better quality of life. But still, we know that many families are struggling right now, and there's a lot more than 17,000 people that can take advantage of this program. So I want to encourage my colleagues to connect with our general manager, Abigail Marquez, and her CIFD team to host events in your district. Use your social media platforms, your newsletters, whatever information you get out to your constituents, make sure that they get out there and they claim their money. And so with that, I'd like to introduce our incredible general manager of CIFD, the one and only Abigail Marquez.
Good morning. Thank you, Councilmember Soto Martinez, and thank you to Councilmember Padilla, who hosted us this morning. We kicked off our 2025 campaign outside with a press conference. We are very proud of this campaign. Our department has been supporting free tax services through the Family Source system. We have 19 Family Source centers that as of tomorrow, we're calling Super Saturday. We will be open across the entire city and will be offering this service to low and moderate income families. And if you do not have a Family Source Center in your district, we're still working with you. We are going to be doing pop-up events in the council districts where we don't have a physical Family Source Center, because we do want every Angelino that is eligible to take advantage of these credits. This year, there's upwards of $10,000 that are available for families, and many of them are leaving money on the table. And there's a lot of research out there that talks about $300 million, upwards of $300 million that is being left unclaimed. That's why we started this campaign. We started this campaign about 9 years ago, and I'm really proud that over the last 9 years, we have helped 100,000 people file for free and have brought $150 million back into the local economy. Yes. Our department was founded with a very clear mission, and that is to break the cycle of generational poverty through the creation of community wealth. And this campaign is a manifestation of that work, because that is exactly what we're doing. We are putting money back into people's pockets, money that is earned. The earned income tax credit is for people who worked. And oftentimes people don't claim it because they consider themselves in the lower income bracket. And that's who we're trying to aggressively find. We will also be activating all of our city assets. So you will see in a couple of weeks, you will see information about this campaign on bus shelters, on bus benches, and we're going to be utilizing media. We have multilingual staff that has been trained by the IRS at all of our 19 Family Source centers, and we're partnering with the county. Councilmember Soto Martinez mentioned there's 45 locations now countywide, so we do partner with the Department of Consumer and Business Affairs at the county. But we want to work with all of you to make sure that we're getting the message out, because we don't want to leave a single dollar unclaimed. We know how important it is for everyone. The Earned Income Tax Credit is still recognized as one of the most effective anti-poverty policy programs in the country. We saw when the Biden administration had the child tax credit that was automatically being dispersed to households across the country, we saw a decline in child poverty by 45% in 6 months. So we know that this is effective, and we want to make sure that all of our families are taking advantage of this. So I just want to say thank you to our Family Source providers. We had many of them also here this morning, but they are here to be of service to our families across the city. And of course, thank you to all of you for your ongoing support and partnership. We are also joined by our Deputy Mayor, Brenda Shockley, who works with us and has been incredibly supportive of all of the work that we do. So thank you all, and I'll turn it back over to the council member.
Thank you so much, Abigail. And finally, I'm proud to introduce someone who has been using the free service for a few years now. Dacia Canales has 3 children, and she's received around $5,000 every year for the past few years, thanks to the new Economics for Women Family Source Center just a few blocks away from here. Now think about that. $5,000 for a working family is nothing to sneeze at. That's what we're talking about here. So please, again, want folks to know to please get that information out. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Dacia Canales.
Hola, buenos días a todos. Yo quiero primero dar las gracias por estar aquí. Para mí es un placer. Nunca pensé estar aquí promocionando prácticamente esta ayuda. Yo conocí esta ayuda prácticamente por la organización New Economic for Women. cuando empezó la pandemia, mi familia tuvimos fuimos dañados prácticamente por él. Perdimos los trabajos. Con esta organización, poco a poco nos fuimos dando cuenta que habían ayudas para nuestra comunidad, muchos recursos.
Hello, and good morning to everyone. First off, I just want to say thank you all for having me here. I never imagined that I would be here promoting a program like this. And, I found out about this program through the New Economics for Women, which has been really helpful for me, because during the pandemic, we were really hurt by having lots of jobs.
Esto nos ayuda mucho a nosotros. Yo doy muchas gracias con mi familia, con estos créditos que podemos tener. Tengo 3 niños y con esta ayuda que podemos tener por ellos, me da la oportunidad a mi esposo y a mí de poder pagar la renta, de poder comprar comida con toda esta situación que está pasando, que es un poco muy difícil. También en esta organización nos han ayudado al crecimiento personal, con todas las conferencias que se dan en el área de financiamiento. Me ha dado la oportunidad de crecer y informarme un poco mejor en cómo cómo llevar mis finanzas. Gracias a esta ayuda que he obtenido por Javier, con Luis, a todas las personas que trabajan en esa organización, he podido tener una cuenta de ahorros para mis hijos prácticamente y poder seguir adelante. Esto es lo que les quiero compartir. Muchas gracias por su tiempo. Gracias a todos.
I just want to say that this has helped me a lot, and I just want to say thank you, because it has been such a great help for my family. And with having 3 kids, being able to have this tax credit has been huge for us, for me to be able to pay rent, buy food, and face the difficult situations that we have been facing. This program has also provided me the opportunity for personal growth through conferences and being educated and informed on how to manage my money, and having that type of information to be able to, for example, open savings accounts for my children. So I want to thank Javier, I want to thank Luis from the organization, who's been such an incredible help to me. And that's all I wanted to say about it. Thank you so much for your time.
Muchas gracias, Dacia. And so again, thank you one more time for allowing us this space to get this information out. And let's hear one more time for the CIFD team, the Family Source Centers, Deputy Mayor Brenda Shockley, and all the folks who do the hard work at our Family Source Centers every single year, day in, day out. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilmember Soto Martinez. I see that there are a few colleagues on the queue. First, I'm going to call on Councilmember Lee.
I just wanted to stand up and say thank you to CIFD. In the past, you've partnered with New Economics for Women to do pop-up centers, and I try to go and visit every single year to talk to the people who get this amazing resource. And every year they say the same thing. So what an incredible help this is to navigate what is sometimes a very confusing tax system. So thank you very much. I mean, you really are something that people need here in the city of Los Angeles, and we're always happy to partner with you in the future. So thank you, Councilmember Martinez.
Thank you. Councilwoman Rodriguez, followed by Council President Harris Dawson.
Thank you. Shout out to CIFD for all the incredible work you do. It was really special to have you guys at Pacoima City Hall, and the numbers of individuals that you all helped and get their well-earned returns was really remarkable. But also, in addition to that, for the work that you're doing to help stand up all the savings accounts for the young kids to be able to start, and having those families start providing that seed to help them really plan for a much-deserved future in accelerating their academic opportunities. I want to thank you, because you guys are literally the safety net that our families desperately need in many of the moments that we're only going to see expand, frankly, in terms of the demand, given what we're experiencing at the federal level. So I just want to thank you. Thank you, Mr. Soto Martinez, for bringing them in. But your work is not unnoticed. It is incredibly valued and appreciated. And I look forward to you guys coming back to Pacoima City Hall so that we can continue that, because I know the response was overwhelming. The demand was incredible, and people were just so grateful for the opportunity to not have to go seek out these services somewhere else at some unknown location, but in their own neighborhoods. And that makes it far more accessible. And I know that's difficult, but being nimble to be able to meet people where they are is the most important part of what local government needs to be. And you guys have shown your adaptability to doing that so that we can serve the most amount of people and not having this attitude of, well, you come to us. That doesn't work. And going directly to where the people need the services has been the most effective way of us having a greater impact. So I want to thank you for that.
Councilmember Harris Dawson, followed by Councilmember Hernandez.
Thank you so much, Council President Blumenfield, and thank you, Councilmember Soto Martinez, for bringing this presentation. I want to add my enthusiastic voice to all the applause that this program has gotten. New Economics for Women, which we've been working with for a long, long time, and been following and supporting your work, and our mighty general manager who leads, frankly, folks, some of the best low-income programs anywhere in the country are right here in Los Angeles. We need a lot of them to be a lot bigger than they are to meet the needs of our people. But you've just been a great captain of the ship when low-income people have been under as much pressure as almost they possibly could be, and it's only going to get worse. And so thank you for running towards the fire as it's happening, and our deputy mayor as well. The only thing I would add about this program to everybody listening, not necessarily the people who are here, our business community, landlords, everybody that's involved in Los Angeles, when this money comes back to families, it gets spent here. In our local businesses, it helps relieve rent burden, it helps small businesses, it helps deal with problems, frankly, that a lot of times we as a city council find ourselves trying to deal with, and we don't have the resources to do so. Excuse me, I just want everybody to know that, because there should be universal support of this program and making sure we get resources in the hands of our families so they can spend money now and invest in the futures of the young people of our city. Thank you all so much.
Thank you. Councilmember Hernandez, followed by Councilmember Price.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Blumenfield. Thank you, Councilmember Soto Martinez, for bringing in, I think, one of my favorite departments. I'm not trying to be biased. I love all the departments, but this work particularly, pulls on my heart and soul, and I am so grateful for everything y'all do. But especially in this moment, Councilmember Rodriguez brought this up a little bit, but the new administration, there are different ways that they can come for our people and our families, and we need to make sure that as many people can walk through this particular door as possible while that door is open. And so you meeting people where they're at is so valuable at this time when people are not trying to be out. People are already scared, but also you have built those relationships where people are still showing up, even if they're scared. Places that our family workforce centers, like our family services centers, like they are so supportive, like CCMP. People are still going even though they're feared because of that trust. So these programs, I think there was a consensus here in this space about the incredible work that y'all do. And as times get a little tougher and as things become a little more difficult, that has to be at the front of mind for all of us, continuing moving forward, because you serve our most vulnerable communities, and sometimes our communities and families that just need that little tiny extra support to just start not just surviving or give them the chance to survive. So thank you for that, and I will make sure that it's at the front of my mind as we move forward in this year. But thank you again for all the work y'all do day in and day out. And New Economics for Women, they're in our district. They serve folks. They've been serving folks in our district for decades. We have housing there. You all have housing there in our district. So just thank you for all the support and for helping our families even develop some of the financial foundation to start thinking about buying a home. We had a home buying event with y'all down there, so it was great. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for this presentation.
Councilmember Price, followed by Councilmember Padilla.
Thank you, Mr. Martinez, for bringing this in today. This has really been a real important program for a long time. Thank you, Department. It's really been a lifeline for our communities. And as several have pointed out before, this money goes right back into the community. So it goes right back into helping provide goods and services. And so, again, it's an important program. Thanks for the job that you continue to do in getting the word out and encouraging our families, kids to take advantage of these programs, because that's who they are intended for. And as we get the word out, sometimes they just don't know. So thanks for what you do. Let's keep it together. Thanks.
Councilmember Padilla, followed by Yaroslavsky.
I just want to take a moment to thank Councilmember Soto Martinez for asking me to help second the resolution. It was with great honor that I was willing to do that. I'm a big fan of everything related to what is the Family Resource Center and all of the different things that they provide for our families. This is a big one, right? This is the one where our service providers become very busy. They're active with the outreach, because this is something where a lot of people qualify. A lot of people qualify, so it's not just the folks that are necessarily coming into your doors, but it's about going out and telling folks about the importance of this so that more members of our community can benefit. So shout out to all of the service providers throughout all of our districts that do this work and fight the good fight. And thank you again, all of you, for everything that you do and keeping the relationship with our service providers to know that the city is also a space that is there to help them push these things out. Thank you again.
Councilwoman Yaroslavsky.
Thank you, Council President. I won't repeat everything that's been said, but thanks to you, all of you, for the work you do every single day. We have a free tax prep day coming up in Palms on February 23rd. It's in partnership with CIFD and KYCC. These events are helpful everywhere and always end up oversubscribed. We're going to be sending an email out to the community with a way to sign up on the link, but just a heads up for those of you who are on the west side near Palms, come on out. We're going to have a free tax prep day. Thank you.
Thank you. I think I'll end the members by adding my voice again to the chorus here. So important, and love seeing New Economics for Women. You're a great partner in my district, Canoga Park. We do so much with you all, and you do so much for the community. And you started with the EITC, and it's all the poverty fighting programs that feel like they're under attack right now by this administration. This is the one that I feel confident will survive, because it was signed into law by Gerald Ford. It was championed by Reagan. Even when Trump had taken a whack at the tax code in his first term, one of the few elements he left alone was the EITC, because it does have that universal appeal, bipartisan appeal. We know we need to do everything we can to fight poverty, and we know we're going to be on the defense on a lot of our critical programs. Hopefully this is the one, though, that we don't have to, that we can focus on implementing as opposed to defending, and maybe even bolstering in this time, because maybe we can even uplift these numbers higher on the EITC. So thank you for highlighting that and for having this presentation today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for members. Let's give it one more round of applause for all the folks here today. Thank you.
All right. What is next? Are we anything to vote on, or we move to public comment?
Mr. President, the council may now proceed to public comment.
Okay. Would you like to read in the instructions?
Yes. To people providing public comment, when it is your turn to speak, please state which of the items you'd like to speak to. You will have 1 minute per item, up to 3 minutes total for the items open for public comment. Please note that because this is a special meeting, general public comment will not be taken. So again, there is no general public comment because this is a special meeting. When speaking on the agenda items, you must be on topic. Our goal is to get through as many speakers as we can. If you are not on topic, or if we cannot tell whether you are on topic, you will get one brief warning from me or the chair. At that point, you need to get immediately and clearly on topic. If you do not do so, or if you again stray off topic, you will forfeit the rest of your speaking time, and we will move on to the next speaker. The items that are open for public comment are items 3 through 15. So again, the items that are open for public comment on the agenda are items 3 through 15. One more quick announcement. If you require a Spanish language interpreter, please make sure you pause every few sentences so the interpreters can interpret. And if I could have the interpreters announce that aloud too.
Si necesita usted intérprete en español, por favor acérquese al podio y haga una pausa cada frase para que el intérprete pueda hacer su trabajo. Y se puede pedir ayuda para traducción.
Thank you.
All right, we could call the speakers.
I will begin by calling names. Goat Puppet, Margarita Lopez, Trump, Armanda Abram, Bobby Candido, Mike Greenspan.
Good morning. You have 3 minutes for the items. Go ahead.
How many items I get?
You have 3 minutes for the items.
Okay. Who said that? Was that you, Mr. Pumpkinhead?
So I'm going to ask you to begin your public comment on the agenda items, or you will forfeit your speaking time.
Shut up! Looking here on the smoking scan, baby changing stations, smoking scan told me to say to you in a public restroom, they should all have a child's changing bed. After
So
all.
you're speaking to item number 1, which is not open for public comment. Please stick to the items 3 through 15.
Item number 13, asshole. Am I on topic? I guess so. Well, let me step back. Can you hear me still? Regarding the under assault on the controller of the transfer. Hold on. Yeah. These devices help you speak clearly.
We are speaking on the 50 million.
So, Mr. Herman, please do not use the megaphone. We have a microphone that's provided. We have a lot of people who have headphones in, and it could damage their ears. So do not use the megaphone. Use the mic that's been provided. If not, you will forfeit the rest of your speaking time.
You've been warned. If you don't put it down, you will be thrown out.
All right, sorry, smoke and scan. Here we go. Regarding the 50 million appropriation funds for safety, goddamn, Rodriguez hasn't done shit for safety. That's why Palisades burned. And these funds are a temporary loan to be repaid. Hey, Buckethead, who's gonna pay for it? I guess not. Connect the dots. 1, 2, 3, fool. That was 13, dumbass. Then, Mr. Attorney, since I'm running out of time, homeless committees. The smoke and scan of the century is here. We need to give the advisors of smoke and scan the opportunity of the oversight. They're the only chasers in Los Angeles and LA County notifying us of our safety. But fucking niggers want us to sleep on the street. Simplify fucking faggots, right? Right? All right. Last item, dick face, with your hand on your mouth as you interrupt me on the mic. Once again, let me step back. I don't want to yell. Waiver. Not this kind of waiver. This kind of waiver. Get the fucking money into the hands of the people that need it the most vulnerable, the disabled, the homeless, and the veterans. 42 USC 1983. Fuck you!
You're done.
Your time is expired.
Next.
While we're waiting for the next speaker to come up, while it's great to be here in the Valley, it appears that the traveling circus has joined us as well. For those of you who have not watched these meetings before, keep in mind that we have to allow them to speak during during public comment. I suspect that we have another one now. Please bear with us. You have 3 minutes for the items. Go ahead.
Mike Greenspan, UCLA football sucks dick like this one. And if you don't believe me, look at the standings and their W and L record. Now, ho, ho, ho! Yes, 2 weeks to Valentine's Day, and we are all still doing Christmas. Yes, item 11. Boy, who's on the nice list? Why, Edward Henning and Associates and Duckworth Consulting over there. They're only getting a $44,500 contract. Ho, ho, ho. Isn't it nice? It's only our money. What are they doing to justify that money? After all, we are giving money away, and I hate to tell you, folks, I got some bad news. In the fires, the Jewish money trees have burned. You can't go out there and pick the money off the money trees anymore. You actually have to tax people, and you have to get money they don't have. Not everybody makes $275,000 like you council members. You guys aren't going to qualify for the free tax prep. But guess what? the people you're squeezing, they think nothing of it. Oh, that's nice. You're eating Padilla. Isn't that nice? Just like Hut was doing earlier.
Mr. Greenspan,
Now-
which item are you speaking to?
11. And let's go back and look at a couple of other things. Oh, the street banner program in item 10. Oh, that's a wonderful idea. Not. I mean, remember the windstorm and all those things blew? Hey, we don't have enough lawsuits against the city. The banner will blow off, it'll hit a car, they can't see, they'll hit other vehicles, and guess what? You're gonna be on the hook. Not this one, but also another one. The one that's gonna be with McOsker out there in District 15. That's another stupid idea. Before we go with street banners, so windstorms can blow them off, hit car windshields, block the view, hit more cars like you're at the Dodgem Speedway. Yes, really bright, folks. It sucks a dick as far as I'm concerned. I forgot to give my shout out to Smoke and Scan as I tell about all this stuff because, folks, now they've got a beautification project in the Zarian's district. Hey, I know District 2. I've been there. I've been there when there's other districts also, but I haven't moved. And guess what? The stuff to make it beautiful, all they have in his district are these for lease signs. Go up and down Lankershim Boulevard by the Red Line station. For lease, for lease, for lease. It's everything. How can you beautify an area when they're all empty buildings and overpriced luxury apartments that surround them? Yes, folks, it all sucks a dick like this. That's what I think of your stuff.
Next.
I will first call more names. Stacy Segarra Bollinger, John Doe, Bobby Candido, Kathy Schreiner, Jesse Jett, Mike Browning, and Bob.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
All items, I guess.
So you have 3 minutes for the items. Go ahead.
Great. I'll begin with item 3. The District NoHo sign district, we're accepting a payment of just over $800,000, $317,000 to be exact. It says that these funds will be used generally for improving the visual environment and use of public open spaces. I just want to know what about the signs are improving the visual environment, because I've spent a lot of time in North Hollywood in the Arts District, and there's a lot of really large digital displays that, in my opinion, are gaudy and really they advertise a lot of things, and I don't really understand how more advertisements, particularly digital ones, are contributing to the visual improvement. I think we'd be better off getting fewer billboards and digital signs everywhere. There's a lot of other ways to improve the visual aspects of that neighborhood, if you ask me. There's a lot of items. I wish I had a little more time to speak, but I guess I'll just go on to item 14. So this is about increasing a contract to a total of $754,515.87 for interim inspector general services for basically consulting. We're getting a development firm to do some consulting. We're using Measure ULA money that's supposed to acquire and create homes that are affordable. But this is just another example of how we're taking lots of money that's supposed to be solving the crisis of the unhoused resident population, and it gets funneled into administrative services and consulting firms. And I don't know why we don't have an internal inspector general service that is employed and works for the public that can be held accountable, that we wouldn't have to pay $750,000 to get. I think with that money, we can just be purchasing existing housing.
I'm sorry, can we pause our time for a second?
Thank you.
Mr. Herman, you have interrupted this speaker multiple times. You've also raised your sign that is well in excess of our sign rule. And that rule is in place, by the way, because there are people behind you who cannot see. This is your first and only formal warning. Do not disrupt this meeting and do not disrupt the speaker. I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's all good. For the record, he wasn't bothering me, but a lot of these people who aren't paying attention are. I appreciate your attention, Hugo. So as I was saying, this is just another instance of the money that's supposed to help our unhoused residents being funneled into the hands of consultants and administrators. It's really unhelpful. So then in item 15, speaking of consultants and administrators making a lot of money, we have a lawsuit involving the Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority because Cal Matters requested information from them about residents under LASA being abused and mistreated, and they didn't think that they should be obligated to provide that information, and now we're tied up in a lawsuit. LASA is honestly a failure of an organization, and we need to be doing more to hold them accountable. Thank you.
Next speaker.
John Doe. My whole thing is going to be about 10 seconds. Mr. Blumenfield, you're running a very good meeting. That's from a conservative Republican Trump supporter. I know you're shocked. If you need medical attention, I'll get it for you.
So, Speaker, there is no general public comment today.
Thank you, Counsel.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Good morning, sir. Item, let's see, 13 and 14, if I may.
Okay, so you have 2 minutes for the items. Go ahead.
And again, those have to do with budget funding for the fire victims, etc. But what I loved was on Wednesday when I watched Miss Hernandez. You represented your community. Oh, don't turn away from me, ma'am. I'm honoring you. To Miss Parks, who fought for her people in her district. You guys were magnificent. I felt stars were born that day. I really look forward to hearing from you folks in the future. To Mr. Soto Martinez, who asked for clarification, I thought, okay, this is good. Maybe we can get somewhere if we clarify
Speaker, I'm going to ask you to connect it more to the items, please.
Sir, this item has to do with the fires. This has to do with the budget. This, please, Mr. City Attorney, and these people are going to make
I understand, but we have to treat everybody equally, so we need to stick to the agenda
They
items.
are going to
There's no
be dealing
general
with
public
item
comment today.
13 and 14. So I want to see that from my representatives. And then there was the voice of the what do we call him? The lobbyist of the corporate supporter who stated, "I'm here because I want to make sure everybody is represented." And yet he got a sweetheart deal.
Mr. Candido,
And he
this is
got
your
moved
last
into my
opportunity. Please
neighborhood
stick to the
because he
agenda
got a
items.
sweetheart deal.
You're
He got
welcome
a
to come to another meeting
because
where there's general
somebody
public comment.
gave his other family a sweetheart deal. Turns my Porter Ranch into the
Mr.
slums.
Candido,
So
you're going to forfeit the rest of your time for not being on topic.
deal with
I'm
item
sorry.
13 and 14.
Fucking mic on, I can't hear.
Sir, I'm dealing with issues. And you
Mr.
keep
Herman, congratulations. This is your second warning, and you are now subject to removal from this meeting.
Yeah,
Mr. Chair?
go ahead. Oh, may I finish? I
you
have,
like to have-
17 seconds. 17 seconds. Mr. Blumenfield, you run a great job. Hold
Okay,
my-
1 second. Hold his time. Remove Mr. Herman. You've been warned about using the megaphone and
Mr.
disrupting
Herman,
this
leave
meeting.
me alone.
Then Rule 12, basic decency, get the heck out.
Tell me when I may start. I had 25 seconds, sir.
Okay, could you add another 10 seconds to this clock, please?
Tell me when to start. When do I?
You can wait till this disruption is done, or if you would like to speak over the disruption, that's fine with us too. Please leave faster.
I'll buy you lunch. Cross street. Thank you, Mr. President. Again, you're doing a great job. I've been here for 36 years, February 2nd, and I'm not going anywhere. I don't care what the shit somebody tries to do to me. I'm around. I'm here. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Next speaker. Welcome.
Good morning. My name is Kathy Schreiner. I'm president of the Van Nuys Neighborhood Council. I'm here speaking as an individual. Wanted to speak on item number 12, asking for presentation about information on air quality, which is really important to us as residents of the city to understand what is in the air and how we can protect ourselves. I just also wanted to welcome you to Van Nuys. We're so happy that you're here and having this meeting. And to also mention that I'm one of those people who just can't get downtown to make a 1-minute comment in public, and I do hope that you'll come back here more often and also allow phone comments. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are there any additional speakers?
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak
Yes,
to?
all of them, thank you, and I'm supportive
3 minutes.
all of those. Just want to say thank you all for coming to the Valley. We really appreciate it. My name is Michael Browning, and I'm the immediate past president of the Van Nuys Neighborhood Council. And we really support what's going on in North Hollywood, because anything that is an improvement in North Hollywood is an improvement for the entire Valley, especially along the historic Orange Corridor, along the Orange Line, where we're all connected. And I'm also in support of anything that's going to support around the wildfires. We thank our council people here in the Valley for working closely with the council and the mayor to protect the Valley. We were all there when we saw the flames at the top of the hill, waiting for the evacuation orders, and to see how the city came together, including our first responders, LAPD, fire department, and others to save the Valley. And we just want to thank all of you for doing that. We're also in support of anything that you can do to support our first responders and to increase the resources that are going to be made available for those who are protecting us in the Valley as it relates to fire, as it relates to the air quality in the Valley. As you know, we're surrounded by freeways here in the Valley, and so our air is probably some of the worst air in the state because of those freeways that we're surrounded by. And I do encourage and urge the City Council to take the Valley in consideration when you're passing these types of policies related to air quality. Thank you, and thank you, Emilda Padilla, for all the work that you're doing here in CD6. And welcome aboard. We loved you at the state, and we're glad you're back with us down here in the Valley. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any additional speakers on the queue? No? Okay. Then that closes public comment. What's next?
Mr. President, the council may now vote on items 3 through 7, 9 through 12, and 14.
Okay. Any members wish to speak on these items? Seeing no members on the queue, let's open the roll. Open the roll. Close the roll and tally the votes.
13 ayes.
Okay, those measures agreed. What's next?
The council may now consider item 8, which was called special by Councilmember Jurado for an amending motion 8A, Jurado Hernandez.
Okay. Anyone wish to speak to this item or the amendment? Councilwoman Jurado.
Thank you, Council President. It was just a technical error to fix the planning code and make sure that it's right. So that's all it was, not a substantive amendment.
Okay. So I think we can vote on the item as amended. Let's open the roll. Close the roll. Tally the vote.
13 ayes.
Great. What's next?
Mr. President, there is a request to send item 8 forthwith.
Without objection, it is sent forthwith.
The council may now consider item 13, called special by Councilmember Rodriguez for an amending motion 13A, Rodriguez Park.
Okay, 13 is on the table. Does anyone wish to speak to this item? No? Then, yes? Okay, Councilwoman Rodriguez.
Thank you. And I want to thank Ms. Park for her second on this motion. This simply makes the amendment to ensure that any of the expenditures related to the wildfire relief actually get transmitted to the committees so that we remain informed on the expenditures, retaining our fiduciary responsibility as a council. And so thank you so much, Ms. Park, and I look forward to the ensuing conversations that we will have related to all the expenditures as we work to recover in LA.
Great. Seeing no other members on the queue, let's vote on this item as amended. Open the roll. Close the roll. Tally the vote.
13 ayes.
Okay, that measure is approved. What's next?
The council may now consider item 15, for which substitute motion 15A, Blumenfield for Harris Dawson Park, has been introduced. Please note there are two votes required. The first vote is to question whether to substitute, and the second vote is to consider the substitute motion.
Okay, first we have the issue of whether to substitute. Does anyone wish to speak to that item? To that substitution? Seeing no members on the queue, let's open the roll. Close the roll. Tally the vote.
13 ayes.
Okay, now we can vote on the substitute amendment. Anyone wish to speak to that? Seeing no members on the queue, let's open the roll. Open the roll, close the roll, tally the votes.
13 ayes.
Okay, that measure is agreed to. Next,
Mr. President, council has motions for posting and referral.
those motions are posted and referred.
The desk is clear, sir.
Okay, we can now move to announcements. Colleagues, anyone have an announcement? Councilwoman Padilla.
I just wanted to give everyone some more specifics. You're all invited to go enjoy some Salvadorian food over at Brody Center, just down this way. Don't be shy.
Okay.
Yeah, the building, the very corner of Sylvan and Van Nuys.
Great, and that's immediately after council, correct?
Correct? Well, sorry?
Immediately after council.
Immediately after council. I'm on my way, so you guys come too.
Okay.
Mr. President, there is a request to send item 13 forthwith.
Okay, without objection, item 13 is sent forthwith. Colleagues, any other announcements? Okay, colleagues, any adjourning motions? Okay, if I could ask everyone in the chambers to rise for adjourning motions. And we'll start on my right with Councilwoman Rodriguez.
Thank you, and I believe we have a graphic. Thank you. Colleagues, we are about just a little over 12 hours away from concluding what has been the longest January of, I think, my life. And if it could be summed up in a British movie title, this month would be captured by 4 funerals and fires. It's been a very difficult month for many members of our collective community, but also to our family. Colleagues, today I rise to adjourn in memory of Ramona Machuca Chavira, a remarkable woman whose unwavering strength, love, and determination touched the lives of all who had the privilege of knowing her. Ramona passed away on December 24th, 2024, at the age of 83, leaving behind a legacy that embodies resilience, faith, and a deep commitment to her family and community. Ramona was born on December 28th, 1940, in Mexpan, Nayarit. She graduated with honors from a state-run stenography school in Mexico. In 1960, after visiting her relatives in Central California, she made the bold decision to move to the United States. In 1963, Ramona met the love of her life, Roberto Chavira, in Tijuana, and they married in 1964, building their life together in the San Fernando Valley. Their union, marked by devotion and partnership, spanned an incredible 60 years. Ramona was known for her relentless work ethic and deep love of family. She worked tirelessly as a seamstress, nanny, housekeeper, and LA Unified School District cafeteria worker at Plummer Elementary School, often holding multiple jobs to provide the very best for her children. Her co-workers admired her leadership. Although she did not have the official title of manager, she was certainly the woman in charge. Her kindness and generosity were felt far and wide. She provided clothing and financial support to newly immigrated students and family, helping them adjust to life in the United States. She also played an instrumental role in helping several family members from Mexico immigrate to the United States, including her beloved sister, Luz. Their bond was unshakable, and together they became U.S. citizens in 1995, a reflection of Ramona's deep love for this country and belief in the American dream. Ramona's faith was the cornerstone of her life. Her strong Catholic values guided her through every challenge and triumph. Her love and care were perhaps most evident in her cooking, where she expressed her devotion to her family and friends through her famous taquitos, shrimp cocktails, tamales, and beans. And she was really famous for her beans. Her kitchen was not only the place of nourishment, but a space of love and connection. Ramona is survived by her husband, Roberto, her daughter, Mercedes, and son-in-law, Jean, her son, Robert, and daughter-in-law, my sister, Rachel, her nephew, Martin, and his wife, Irma, her grandnephew, Andrew, and her grandchildren, Natalie and Matthew. Her legacy and love, strength, family, cooking, and community spirit will be fondly remembered by all who knew this strong Mexican woman. May her story continue to inspire us to approach our own lives with the same determination, generosity, and faith that she so beautifully exemplified. Ramona was among the village in my family. My sister and I both married into the same neighborhood in Arleta on Stanwin Avenue. And Ramona was among the women that were the matriarchs of that neighborhood that cared for all the children in that neighborhood. My husband, my brother-in-law Robert, her son, Brian, Checky, who lived across the street, and so many others. And Ramona was a pillar and part of the village of our own family when my sister and I both became mothers, and the Rodriguez family expanded to include the Chaviras as well as the Fontanils family. It has been a really tough time watching members of our family go. But Ramona leaves an incredible legacy behind, and we have all been bettered and strengthened by her love, by her support, by her incredible grandmothership to not just my niece and nephew, but also extension to my own kids. And we are forever grateful for the incredible life that she led. She was one of the toughest women I knew, and she concluded her life on her own terms. And I know she is celebrating being together with her beloved sister, Luz, in heaven. And I'm hopeful that she is reunited with my father-in-law, Raul, with shrimp cocktail that, as he used to say, give me the female version, which wasn't so spicy. And God bless the Chavira family, and to all the friends that are and the family members as we mourn her loss, but celebrate her incredible life and legacy of what she leaves behind. God bless you, Ramona. Thank you. May she rest in peace.
Thank you. Colleagues, are there any additional adjourning motions? Looking to my right, my left. Seeing no additional motions, for those of us visiting in the Valley, explore, enjoy, go forth, do great work. This meeting is adjourned.